and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new episode of Today's Youth. And today we'll be having with us here live at the studio Naira Hesham. She's a student at the Faculty of Commerce, Business Administration. And today we'll be also talking about President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi's attendance of the 5th edition of Differently Abled Celebration. We'll be talking about this and more right after the short break.
استطلع كابتن طيور.
أنا هطلب من الوزير الدفاع أن يسمح لبسملة وتركب طيارة ثنائي مع أحد الطيارين. هنصورك ونطلعك ونوري الناس بسملة وهي في الطيارة لوحدها.
من القلب إحساس أكبر من كلمة حب، إحساس إن أنت معايا ده دايما بيطمني، وفي وقت الجد بتكون لي سند وإيديك تتمد، ومعايا تملي وعمرك ما تخلت يوم عني. في ناس بتضحي بروحها عشان الباقي يعيش، لما اقولك شكرا مليون مرة دي ما تكفيش. في ناس بتضحي بروحها عشان الباقي يعيش، لما اقولك شكرا مليون مرة دي ما تكفيش، ما تكفيش. شكرا ما تكفيش، شكرا ما تكفيش. والحسن الحظ عمرنا ما بنضعف ولا نتهز، يا ما عدى علينا انا وانت حاجات وقدرنا عليها، واقف للصعب زي الجندي اللي واقف في الحرب، ومحدش يخسر معركة هو مآمن بيها. وقت ما بحتاج لك تبقى معايا ما بتسيبنيش، لو أقولك شكرا مليون مرة دي ما تكفيش. وقت ما بحتاج لك تبقى معايا ما بتسيبنيش، لو أقولك شكرا مليون مرة دي ما تكفيش، ما تكفيش. شكرا ما تكفيش، شكرا ما تكفيش، شكرا ما تكفيش، شكرا ما تكفيش. إحساس من القلب، إحساس أكبر من كلمة حب، إحساس إن أنت معايا ده دايما بيطمني، وفي وقت الجد بتكون لي سند وإيديك تتمد، ومعايا تملي وعمرك ما تخلت يوم عني. في ناس بتضحي بروحها عشان الباقي يعيش، لما اقولك شكرا مليون مرة دي ما تكفيش. في ناس بتضحي بروحها عشان الباقي يعيش، لما اقولك شكرا مليون مرة دي ما تكفيش، ما تكفيش. شكرا ما تكفيش، شكرا ما تكفيش. حسن الحظ عمرنا ما بنضعف ولا نتهز.
Welcome back, and President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi attended on Wednesday the 5th edition of Differently Abled celebration. In his speech addressing the event, President el-Sisi instructed to provide additional finance for Differently Abled Fund. The head of state gave his directives to allocate £10 billion to the fund. And the president also celebrated and took a photo with sports champions of people with special needs and greeted them for their achievements in several international tournaments. And the president also was accompanied by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and a number of ministers and senior officials. The celebration came within the framework of the government's significant efforts in supporting and fulfilling rights of people with special needs in all domains. Welcome back, dear viewers, and I'm delighted to be joined by Naira Hesham. Naira is a student of business administration. Naira, how do you see the significance of the event that was celebrated today and attended by President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi? We're always seeing the attention given by the president and the state to people of determination or differently abled. How do you see the significance of this?
Firstly, I can't express how proud am I of my country, giving this great attention to the differently abled. And I'm proud that our President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi is giving them this great attention, treating them like his
merging them into the society.
They're his own children, fulfilling their needs and wants, listening to their dreams and achieving them. So I'm very proud of this occasion.
How do you see the importance of merging differently abled into the society, which is being given great attention by the state now?
Treating them like they are like us because they are the same like us. We are all the same, presenting Egypt. We all carry the name of our country.
Great. Did you follow their participation in different sports events? The Ministry of Youth and Sports is supporting the people of differently abled and the people of determination, and we've seen them representing Egypt in many sports events on the local and international levels. How do you see the significance of this?
This is a big change in our country for them because they give them the chance to present our country in the international competitions. Bring us medals and gold medals, presenting our names, treating them like they are the same like us. We are all the same. We deserve to be the same and treated the same.
Great. Naira, on the personal level, I would like you to tell me what are your dreams and aspirations? You're studying business administration here in Egypt. You lived in Ethiopia for a long while and you traveled a lot. So tell me, what are your aspirations for the future?
My aspiration is to work in my field because I like my field so much, business. We all wake up the morning think business, especially nowadays. We think where to spend our money, where to invest them. I want to work in my field as an accountant, and I like traveling so much. I have been to a good experience in my childhood until now. I like traveling abroad a lot, so I want to achieve my dream, traveling the world and exploring the world.
Great. Naira, you lived in Ethiopia for around 4 years in your childhood years. Tell me about this experience and how did you adapt when you came back here to Egypt?
At first, it was very hard for me to adapt there in Ethiopia because it was very huge transfer for me to adapt with this kind of change. My school, they were international. There were a lot of nationalities from all over the world, Indians, Africa, from all over the USA. I found that it's so important to have culture exchange. I learned a lot from them. I learned a lot from their cultures. I taught them about Egypt, the good places in Egypt, our language, our food. So it was so hard for me at first to adapt to this kind of change, but it taught me a lot and made my personality have a great growth. So when I came back, I felt like I have seen everything in the world because I saw them. I saw from every country a sample from them, like we can say.
Right, and Naira, also you're doing several activities in your life. You practice sports, you volunteer in organizing events. So tell me about this kind of volunteer.
I like to try new things, always from while to another. I volunteered for the UCI World Championship that was held in Egypt in 2021. I knew that Egypt built its first velodrome. It was the biggest and first velodrome in the Middle East. So I felt that I wanted to be a part of this kind of occasion, presenting Egypt. So it was very, very nice for me to be a part of this and have a good responsibility to organizing this kind of event.
Great. We also have some photos for you here if you would like to comment on those photos.
Yes, this was in my young age. I played for the volleyball team at Al Ahli Club. It was my dream to attend at the first team of Al Ahli Club for the volleyball. But I played there for 4 years. It was a passion for me to play volleyball. I really wanted to continue in it, but unfortunately I quit it because I traveled to Ethiopia at that time and I couldn't be absent of the team for more than 1 month.
Okay, there's another one here?
Yes, this one, my classmates in Ethiopia.
Great.
They are from different nationalities, as I told you before. Yeah, from all over the world. This is the photo from my class.
Okay, and here?
This is in Vienna, Austria. I traveled to a lot of places. One of them is Austria, Vienna, and a lot of places other than Vienna. So this one was Volksgarten in Vienna.
And next, this one?
This is at the occasion of the UCI World Championship, volunteering, and this is what my team.
That was the event you were organizing?
Yes,
okay.
And this is my team.
Okay.
Yes, this is in Czech. This is Prague.
In Czech Republic?
Yes, Republic of Czech. Then this is Prague. And I really find these photos very, very beautiful.
Great.
This is also in Prague.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is in Barcelona, Spain. And this is Budapest, Hungary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is also in the volunteering.
Great. This is in the volunteering organization of the sports event?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, this is also was in Barcelona, Spain.
This will be your team?
Yes.
Last one with the sports team?
The sports team, and some of them are still in the first team till now, and that's why
in
I
the
wanted
volleyball
to, yes,
sports team?
till now they
of the
are
national
there.
club?
Yes.
Great. Are you practicing any sports right now?
Right now I play gymnasium. After I quitted volleyball, I played athletics for a while. It really advantages me because it was very, very nice sport for me. And right now I play gymnasium because I like sports very much. I can't stop playing.
Great. How do you see the impact of sports on you as, a young student in university? How far do you think sports affect you positively?
Sports make you feel more healthier. I feel like I can do everything in the world. You know,
active.
Yeah.
You're more active when you play sports.
Yes. You know, traveling, from in my opinion, traveling needs from you to be in a good physical health because you don't explore the country unless you climb its own mountains and castles. So for me, it needs.
Did you practice mountain climbing?
Yes, to discover the castles. Every country has its own castle, and castles most probably are on top of the mountains.
Up
yeah.
mountains.
So you need to climb those mountains.
Climb mountains.
Yeah. So it needs.
How did you see the mountain climbing as a sport?
It was very tough for me, actually.
It's very tough.
Yes, but after that, because of the physical health, as I talked before, yeah, it helped me a lot to do that very easily and explore like I'm doing it a piece of cake, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw you traveling to different countries. Tell me, how did this kind of traveling abroad affect you, give you a positive experience in your life?
After I've been to Ethiopia, my father always talked to me about how traveling and knowing other people's culture is important for your personality. I found that I wanted to do that also. I wanted to travel also, and he helped me, and my family also helped me to do that. I'm so grateful for them. So right now I'm traveling as much as countries as I can. It helped me a lot to understand the changes between us, what we can get from them and what they can get from us. We can learn. Yeah, I think that with cultural exchange is very important because we can learn from them what to do, and they can do that. So I like to know new things and have adventures.
To learn and
To
have
learn.
More new experiences in different countries. Getting to know people from different countries and creating a bond with people from other countries abroad. How far do you see this as a positive impact on your personality?
This one, I have right now a huge knowledge about other cultures. When anyone talk about other countries, like my best friends were Indians, by the way. So when someone, for example, talk about India, I find myself talking like I'm an Indian also, talking about their food and cultures, what they like and what they don't like. And I think they're doing that also about Egypt when someone talked them about Egypt, because I talked a lot about Egypt. So it made me have a huge knowledge about that and made my personality very different. Yeah, I know everything in every piece of the world.
You gained experience from being exposed to other cultures around the world and different cultures, of course, and definitely you created a bond with people from these cultures, from youth from other countries. In this regard, how do you see the significance of the World Youth Forum that's being held here in Egypt, where youth gather from all over the world in one place here in Egypt? How do you see the impact of such gatherings on the youth?
As I mentioned before, we can learn from them and showing them, this is so important to show them how our country cares about our youth, how we are so keen for them to achieve their dreams, to be something in the society, to be an important people in the world. When an Egyptians go a scientist or a doctor or engineering, when he say that I'm an Egyptian, they know what Egyptian means.
Great. Definitely you faced a lot of challenges and throughout your education years and your traveling abroad, and of course throughout your childhood years in a different country, in Ethiopia. You lived 4 years in Ethiopia. How do you overcome challenges or face challenges and deal with them?
In Egypt or in Ethiopia?
Generally in your life.
Generally in our life. This taught me when I traveled alone in Italy. This made me know how to be dependent on myself. When I face a problem, I faced a big problem when I traveled alone. I learned how to solve this problem alone. I was lost in the country, so I didn't know what to do alone. So traveling to many countries taught me what to do in this kind of situation when I'm alone. So it was so important.
You gained experience from your traveling to different countries and dealing with different people. You gained such an experience to be able to cope with any challenges and overcome them.
Yes.
Right. What would you like to tell youth about persistence and perseverance?
I'd like to
achieve your goals.
Yes. It needs a long time to achieve your dream. It's not easy. We have to be honest. It's not easy. So consistency and persistence need to be there. You can fail and get up, but at the end you reach. I'm sure of that. You will reach, even if it's not the specifically dream you wanted, but you will reach another thing. You find that it was the good one for you and suitable for you.
You said you fail and you get up. How do you get up? How do you go back when you fail in any experience?
You get up by the people around you, supporting them, your family, your friends. By doing something you love, you can take a break for a while. You don't have to every day try to achieve your dream. Your family has a big role in that, in supporting you. You're enough for them, you're enough for yourself, you're good for yourself, but you just want to make your country proud and make yourself proud more and more. So get up is not easy also, but it's important by the people around you. That's in my opinion.
Great. What do you think is the role of the youth towards their countries? I mean, here in Egypt, the Egyptian president, state, and the government are giving great attention to the youth. They're supporting them, and we've seen a lot of initiatives being done for the youth. The World Youth Conferences and the national conferences that takes place here. We've seen also the presidential leadership program to train youth to be how to be the future leaders of their countries. So how do you see the impact of the state's attention given to the youth, and what do you think is the role of the youth towards their countries?
When youth find that their country really gives attention to them, they will want to give more and more for it. So I find that our president and our country always keep on supporting our youth by giving them opportunities as much as they can, and teaching them how to be dependent on themselves, and also to know how to be a leadership. You know, leadership is very important to do. So our role as a youth to make our country proud, because they are trying to make us have the chance to present ourselves in front of the world. So this kind of events is very important.
Great. Well, I would like to thank you so much, Naira, Hesham. Thank you so much for joining us, and many thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here with you.
Dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of today's Youth. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up here on Nile TV International.